Hi, welcome back to Ravenbeak Nature Works. I'm Jamie McDonald, and we are today November the 7th, and this is our second video for the day. So I've got another dozen yew staves here ready to go, and these have been down, I'd say 5 years, split up, dry stacked outdoors on my wood rack, and now ready to come into the shop for final drying and working. So I'm going to let these ones go today here. As always, this is old growth Pacific yew from the west coast of Canada. Split out for both staves. So let's take a look. Show you what we got. So continuing on from our last video, let's go to stave 13, 83 inches long. Alignment's pretty good. You might be able to get a straight run. You might need just a gentle heat bend to the side. Straighten it out. Look at the growth rings. And quick fly down the back here. This one is very clean. Nice long clean piece of wood. Look at the heartwood sapwood and colors. So lovely long piece, might need a heat bend, but that's stave 13, that's 83 inches long, and that is 200 Canadian. And 14, 73 inches long, pipe straight, lovely colors. Look down the side at the heart and sap. So pretty clean. As we get further, we're going to get into a bit more character. So this one's got a little cluster, two little pin knots right here, and that end's pretty clean. So still pretty darn clean piece of wood, real tight grain, and yeah, definitely I'd say a nice bow in that one. So that's stave 14, 73 inches long, and that's 200. And number 15, 74 inch. Super straight and super straight. So take a look at the color. With this old growth yew, we get some real tight growth rings. High density. It gets hard to count, you know, once you get up in the 40, 60 rings per inch. So this one right here, nice and clean. It's got one little knot off to the left here, and then a knot off to the right. So you're gonna have to hit one of them. I would probably run my bow up the left and take this guy, avoid that one. But other than that, super clean piece of wood. So beautiful bow stave, that's 15, 74 inch, and that's 175. And number 16, 73 inch, again, super straight and super straight. So take a look at the rings and the colors. So, a couple little pin knots here. 1, 2, 3. That's where we were on this one. A couple little woodpeckers, which often clean up as we work down through the sapwood. Often they sort of go black, but as we thin the sapwood out, we can tuck under them. And I've had some really good luck lately, thinning the sapwood down through the pecker holes, cleaning right up. So 16, beautiful straight, a couple little pin knots in it. That's 73 inch, and that's 150. And number 17, long one, 81 inch. Smaller diameter tree here. Gonna need a heat bend. Alignment's a little bit out. But if you haven't done heat bending, it's a great trick. Really opens up the wood available for you. And I do a lot of heat bending, I must say. So, fly down the back, a little knot here, a couple little ones here. As I said, we're going to get more and more character as we go. A couple bumps, little knot, but still long piece of wood. Lots of options there, whether you keep it long, build something long and heavy, shorten it up. So that's stave 17, 81 inch, and that's 150. And 18, super straight and super straight. Lovely colors, that nice dark chocolatey heartwood and that bright white sapwood. So pretty flat crown, getting into a little bit more character. Little knot here, a couple little pins, little knots. Nothing major, but we're getting into more pins, which are very common in the yew wood. So that's stave 18, 78 inches, and that's 150. And number 19, 76 inches long. Definite heat bend required for alignment. A little bit out, but once you know that trick, it's not too hard to straighten these out. Steam the handles, clamp them sideways, let them cool. Little pin knot in here, and a neat little sort of bump, see if it'll show up in here. And then that end's pretty clean. So, nice long piece of wood there, 19, 76 inch, and that's 150. And moving along, stave number 20, super straight, 78 inches long, and nice and straight. Lovely grain, lovely colors. And up a little knot right in the middle here, and then a number of little knots out towards the end there. So real straight, real flat crown, but getting into a little bit more knots here. So definitely getting into what I would call character bow end of things. But that's stave 20, 78 inch, and that's 125. Again, all prices Canadian dollars. And 21 long, 81 inches. Alignment looks good, tips through handle. Getting into a little bit of deflex here, so up to you whether you want to recurve the tips. I really like the look of a recurved deflex, or try and heat a bit of it out with the heat gun. Lots of options. Heartwood sapwood. We'll fly down the back here. Pretty clean. Little knot to the left, but I think there's lots of room on the right there. But other than that, pretty clean piece of wood. So nice and long, bit of deflex. That's stave 21, that's 81 inches. That's 125. And stave 22, alignment looks good. Tips through handles nice and straight. Again, gentle deflex throughout the length. So possibly a recurve tip. That's where I like to go with those. A little bit of character, a little bit of small knots in here. Small knots through there. Nothing major. Again, I'm always trying to stay clear of anything, you know, too big. And a lot of this little stuff we can work with. So, stave 22, 75 inches long, and that's 125. And number 23, 74 inch. Alignment, oh, it's pretty decent. Might need a gentle bend. Real flat crown to it. Again, gentle deflex throughout. A little sunken knot right here. Nice flat crown. It's actually a pretty clean piece of wood. So options, you keep it long or you shorten it up for a nice little flat bow. Bring it down to that knot here. But lovely color, nice tight sapwood. Real dark heartwood. So that's stave 23, 74 inch, and that's 125. And the last one for this video is number 24, 75 inches long. So, pretty straight, I think, yeah, nice and straight, nice run. Again, gentle deflex. This is a big piece of wood. It's real wide. It's going to be heavy. It's right, it's right on that edge where we might be able to zip it in half on the saw, you know, if you're looking to try for two lighter ones, or keep it wide if you're looking for something heavier. Real clean piece of wood. Fly down the belly there. And heartwood sapwood. Might want to thin the sapwood out a little bit. Relatively thick. But again, we do that regularly. So, big piece of wood. Lots of options there on stave 24, which is 75 inches long. And that is 125 Canadian. So, there we go. Thanks for looking. And if all goes well, we're going to do one more little video here for today. And do a nice big batch of wood for you guys. So, thanks a lot. And we'll see you next time.